Good day to you, my listeners. It's creepydubtv again. I'm back for another scary story. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. My name is William. I want to tell you about a unique experience that happened in my life when I lived at my grandparent house when I was young. My grandparent house is very big. When my aunts and uncles got married, they turned this house into a compound. My aunts and uncles lived there in that house because my grandparent wanted it. There were a lot of children in my grandparent house because 5 families were living in that house. There is a small garden behind their grandmother's house, but since our grandfather got sick, that little garden has not been taken care of and completely neglected. Sometimes during a brownout, our grandparent would talk to us, and they said, "There is a goblin in their house." My uncle knew how to make a slingshot, so he thought of making a new slingshot. Sometime in the afternoon, he thought of throwing a slingshot. And I just watched my uncle. He placed a small bottle of soft drink in the small garden behind their grandfather's house. He aims at it with his catapult. I'm used to watching my uncle whenever he's not at school. I'm confused with him because why is it taking so long to slingshot? But when he threw a slingshot, he deviated when he hit the soft drink. After my uncle threw a slingshot, he said,
"You saw that?"
He said that he saw a small person, the size of a soft drink can, in the corner of his eye. And I also saw the black elf standing, watching my uncle. The elf sat on the rock. That's why my uncle deviated from the catapult. That's why my uncle deviated from slingshot, because he tried to slingshot the elf. And when the night came, we were surprised that their pet cat died that same day. Their pet was from another country. They said the cat had a heat stroke. The thing that makes our hair stand on end is that my uncle died in the same month, and it was said to be the cause of heart attacks. My cousin, who is the son of my uncle, told me. They said they saw the black elf on the other side of the stairs of their house. We all then blessed the house and brought in a herb doctor. There is nothing to lose if we try to clean the house from bad elements and bad luck. It has also become our habit to offer fruits or bread to the small garden. That's what the herb doctor told us. My father said that maybe the elf didn't like what my uncle did, so he retaliated. I'm not so afraid of such things, because there are many reasons for people to die. But when I came to high school, I proved that what they say about the black elf is true. I came home from school early because I had a fever. While I was sleeping in the room, the door opened. I thought Mom was coming in, but I noticed a black shape at the bottom of the door. I was surprised, because I thought it was a big mouse. The black one ran in, and then went out the door again. When I was about to close the door, but before I could stand up, I saw a small face peeping through the door, black in color, and also black in the face. He looks human, but it looks dirty. I was surprised. After that, I just covered myself with blanket. I didn't move, because I was so scared. I didn't realize that I fell asleep. There was also an incident where I heard two different voices. It was like he was from the radio. I knew he wasn't from the radio, because it always said,
"Hey."
I also found out that even my brothers were hearing what was being said.
"Hey."
In our house, I also witnessed them struggling with money, including our family. Good thing we don't live there anymore. My uncles who were left there are all dead. If I count those who died in that house, there are already 7 people, including the aunt, cousins, and wives of the aunts. Most of them died from heart attacks, and the rest were accidents inside that house. I think the elves retaliated, so that house became unlucky. If I see another elf in the future, it's better to leave them to someone who knows how to talk to these kinds of creatures. Like a herb doctor, to avoid harm and many thanks to our listeners. If you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe, and please press the bell notification, so that you are always updated on the videos I upload. If you have an experience of horror stories, send them to our website, creepydubtv@gmail.com. And you might be lucky enough to be drawn and featured on this channel. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Goodbye.